and thank you for joining us. President Biden is taking off the gloves to get more Americans to roll up their sleeves. He's issuing an aggressive executive order mandating COVID vaccines for millions of federal employees and contractors. And President Biden is calling on the Labor Department to compel large and mid-sized private companies to get their workers vaccinated or face fines. Altogether, his new plan covers 2/3 of America's workers. He took special aim at the nearly 80 million eligible Americans who have refused shots, saying, quote, "Your refusal is costing all of us," as hospitals fill up with unvaccinated COVID patients. Now, as we come on the air, the pandemic is causing more havoc for the economy. Microsoft has indefinitely pushed back its return to the workplace for more than 100,000 employees. And several U.S. airlines say bookings have plunged, with would-be travelers now staying home. There's a lot to get to tonight. CBS's Weijia Jiang is going to lead us off from the White House. Good evening, Weijia.
Good evening to you, Nora. Not only did President Biden call out those vaccine holdouts tonight, he has a clear message to the roughly 100 million Americans who will be impacted by the new requirements. Get vaccinated or pay the consequences.
We're in a tough stretch, and it could last for a while.
Tonight, President Biden acknowledged the COVID challenges crippling the country, warning things won't improve until the unvaccinated get their shots.
Many of us are frustrated with the nearly 80 million Americans who are still not vaccinated, even though the vaccine is safe, effective, and free.
And so today, the president announced the most sweeping rules to date. All 9 million federal and contract workers must be vaccinated or face losing their jobs. Private sector companies with over 100 employees must require vaccinations or weekly testing. That accounts for 80 million workers. Businesses that don't comply will face fines. Vaccinations will also be required for the more than 17 million people who work at hospitals that receive Medicare or Medicaid funding.
This is not about freedom or personal choice. It's about protecting yourself and those around you, the people you work with, the people you care about, the people you love.
The daily COVID averages are startling. More than 140,000 new cases and more than 1,000 deaths a day have alarmed White House officials, especially after the president declared independence from the virus this summer.
We've gained the upper hand against this virus.
The administration is increasing testing supplies and making at-home kits cheaper. And now, with the spiking cases among children and teenagers, Mr. Biden is urging schools to set up regular testing for staff and students.
So parents, please get your teenager vaccinated.
President Biden also called out southern state Republican governors for standing in the way of progress.
Right now, local school officials are trying to keep children safe in a pandemic while their governor picks a fight with them and even threatens their salaries or their jobs. Talk about bullying in schools.
Tonight, some Republicans are pushing back against that new rule for employers who have at least 100 workers to require vaccines or weekly testing, calling it unconstitutional and nothing short of tyranny, as one House lawmaker described it. But some in the business community tell CBS News they are happy that they now have cover to mandate vaccines. Nora?
Weijia Jiang, thank you.
Today is Friday, September 10th. The year is 2021. And as you all know, we are still stuck in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic that seems to be stretching out a long fucking time. So, anyway, quick thing. I was sick for the past 2 days. I was, I don't know what happened. But Wednesday night, I had some leftover soul food I had from lunch. I think I must have left it out too long. I don't know, but I got really sick that Wednesday night. Vomited, threw up all night long. Couldn't sleep. I was up all night long. The next day, I was shaking and hot and cold flashes and stuff. And I was just like, what is going on? I ended up taking some antibiotics just to be on the safe side. You know, I keep my own stash of antibiotics over here. I went to see Dr. Hampton. He said, take these. And I said, okay, good. Took them pills. Yesterday, I laid up here all day. Stomach was killing me. I mean, pain, Then it switched from throwing up to diarrhea, the worst type. Then I sat on the toilet for the rest of the evening. And then today I kind of woke up today much better. I got some sleep. I was able to eat a little bit of food last night, and I ate some stuff, some fruit. And I was able to eat a little bit last night as it wore off, whatever was going on. So anyway, today I feel much better. It's a beautiful Friday, sunny. The sun is shining bright. The birds are chirping as loud as hell over here. And I'm just drinking some coffee here. And I saw Biden. I was here at the house, but I didn't leave the house out there yesterday. But I saw Biden laid down the law. He didn't have enough of this shit. He didn't have enough of the bullshit, y'all. Biden has had enough of the bullshit. You motherfuckers don't want to do what this man has been trying to do since the vaccines came out in December. We now in September. December last year, the vaccines came out, vaccinations for COVID-19, the coronavirus. Those of you who don't know what it is, just go to your mirror and say coronavirus 3 or 4 or 5 times in the middle of midnight and go to your local bar and stay in there and dance with them folks at a packed local bar and let me know what happens the next day. So, we have a vaccine that many Americans have decided they weren't going to take it. We don't want it. They ain't taking this shit. We don't trust it. So, because of their ignorance or lack of education on the vaccine, we are stuck now in another surge where many people are losing their lives. The hospitals are overwhelmed. The doctors and nurses are tired as hell. They getting tired of this shit, trying to save ignorant motherfuckers' lives. I don't blame their ass. I'd have been and walked up out of there. In fact, I have some friends who have decided to sit this out. They're exhausted. They don't care if they make them $5,000, $10,000 a week. They say it ain't worth the nightmare of what's going on in the hospitals. And I know what's going on in the hospitals. I was there when Earl had COVID-19, and I know exactly what that nigga went through. Now, so I was lucky to be there to see it with my own dry balls. You all, many family members and relatives have no clue what's going on inside these ICUs when they slap people on the ventilator. But let me just give you a little tip. When you're on a ventilator, you know your body functions still. You're still pissing, you still shitting, you still need to be fed. You still got to toss and turn your ass because you don't get bed sores. There's a whole lot of shit going on in them ICUs because them damn nurses got to be, the ICU nurses, they got to wipe your fucking ass and clean up your urine, and if they don't put you on a catheter, which they did to Earl, it was quite a nightmare to see your body is still pissing and shitting and farting and everything going on. You still got to wash and clean you and bathe you and stuff like that. It's a lot. I could imagine being a nurse and having to wash and clean and sanitize and change bed sheets for all these damn sick ass people who didn't get this vaccine. They didn't have enough. They didn't have enough of the bullshit. And Biden has had enough. He's tired now. He done laid down the law. The big man that came out the plantation house and said, enough of this shit, you niggas. Y'all motherfuckers gonna get this vaccine. So Biden has now laid down the law. He came up with a 6-step COVID plan. And he explains it. I just saw the video there. Right now, the U.S. COVID situation is dire as ever, with 1,500 people dying each day. With an average of 15,000 new people dancing with the coronavirus each day. More than 100,000 hospitalized, but more than one, right now in these hospitals nationwide, they have 100,000 people across, more than 100,000 hospitalized people in hospitals right now across America. And will continue to rise, the deaths will continue to rise. It seems sure to eclipse the death toll from the 1918 influenza pandemic and far greater than every U.S. war. Now, some of you all don't believe fat meat is greasy. You don't believe it. You determined you're going to dance with the coronavirus. Y'all don't even want to hear about the coronavirus. I'm sick of talking about the damn coronavirus. I'm sick of it. I ain't getting no vaccine. I ain't doing nothing. The ignorance level of it, but see, that's okay. Because when COVID show up at your door, stop and knock on that door. Hello, are you home? Anybody home? This is the coronavirus. Are you in there? Hey, kick it down. And when coronavirus kick down that damn door and run up there on your ass and jump on your damn back, See, some of y'all seem to think my immune system is good. I didn't heard everything. My immune system is great. God got my back. I am blessed and favored. I didn't heard all this shit. I just look. Every single person, I'm in a community of bodybuilders and people in fitness and all this bullshit. They swear they had the best immune systems this side of Mississippi. I played the NFL and basketball and NBA, everything. What did that do anything? It's a virus. It don't go care about your fucking education, your background, your NBA or NFL bullshit. It don't give a fuck about that shit. COVID don't give a damn. Every single person who has used this bullshit as an excuse, they've already danced with the coronavirus. They soon will be dancing with the coronavirus. I've had people say, well, I got it last year. And they got it a second time and went straight to the ICU. I said, I thought you had it last year. You didn't need the vaccine. and then hooked up to some oxygen tanks. Yeah, there are some breakthrough cases where some people are getting the vaccine. That seems to be an issue for a lot of people. They're still getting COVID, even with the vaccinations. The numbers of people getting COVID who have been vaccinated are extremely low. The people who are getting COVID and ending up in the hospital or possibly even dying from are extremely low, and you got billions of people vaccinated around the world. Now, come on now. Surely you motherfuckers can do some math. But that's okay. Biden delayed down the law. So he's going to use the Labor Department. If any company has more than 100 employees, you motherfuckers are about to get vaccinated. So he gave them a choice. The companies can say, vaccinate, make sure your employees get vaccinated or test you every week. Then Coca-Cola ain't about to test you ignorant motherfuckers every goddamn week and have to send y'all home to lay up on the couch and watch TV. They ain't doing that shit. Y'all think General Motors and Ford and all these companies gonna be testing you motherfuckers and got this vaccine every week so they can send y'all home because you're gonna surely at some point catch COVID. They ain't not about to do that. They ain't not gonna do that bullshit. You gonna get this vaccine or you gonna lose that job. You will get this vaccine or you will lose that damn job. See, I'm self-employed over here. I'm sitting here on my couch in my living room with the air conditioner on. It's hot as hell outside. Had me a delicious cup of coffee. Yesterday I got sick. I called the boss. Walter, I'm not coming in today. All right, Walter, you can stay home today. And I went and laid up on the couch. I ain't got the punch time clock. Nobody has. I don't have to get tested every week if I don't want the coronavirus vaccine. I ain't got the vaccine. I ain't stupid over here. I don't want to poison this plant. You know I got the vaccine, right? I know you do. Yes, I did get that vaccine. I don't know what's wrong with these other crazy niggas. And I need to clean your ass out. Look at this stuff. Ooh, that's all over the place. Clean it there later on today. But anyway, I don't work for nobody. But I'm in an environment where I went to gym, around people. I go to the gym. I ain't going there today. I might go today. Depends. Fuck that damn gym. I didn't go yesterday for sure. Now for a second now, and I went to the gym Wednesday and did legs. When I started getting sick Thursday night, Wednesday night, so the COVID didn't got my ass. I was sick. I was throwing up. I was scared. I was shaking. I was cold. I said, COVID didn't got my black ass. That motherfucker done bit me in my damn ass. And I feel better today. So, thank goodness. There's one point I thought maybe I didn't run out and get a COVID-19 test. But I feel so much better now. I ain't got to worry about that COVID-19 test. And see, I work from home. I can do what the fuck I want to do. I'm my own boss. But you motherfuckers work in the school systems. Amazon. McDonald's. The vast majority of folks in this country work for somebody else. So, and if you work for the federal government, it's a done deal. You getting that vaccine or you going to lose that job. There is no option for testing with the government. You either going to do the vaccine or you going to go home and pack your little box up and walk on home and sit at home and watch TV. Sure, some people might retire. Good. Let them retire. They'll lean down there. Some people might retire. This is a matter of time. Some people might, in fact, retire from that job. Some people might retire. That's a given. Some people may decide, well, I worked up here at the federal government for the past 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I can retire. I'm going home. I ain't getting this vaccine. Fuck their ass. I'm going home. That's their right to do so. By the time they went on home down about their business anyway. Some people may decide, well, I'm going to quit this job. I don't know where you're going to go and work. If you're thinking, This motherfucker's a pest from hell. So, Biden laid down the law, and you motherfuckers about to get vaccinated. Or you gonna lose your place of employment. Or you gonna lose your whatever you're doing. He gave some scenarios. Now, I spoke to a friend of mine who works for TSA. He talking all this shit. I thought to myself, you don't have to work for the TSA. You don't have to work for Coca-Cola or Amazon or any of these McDonald's. You can go do your own damn shit at home. You can go home and do like I do. I create my own business. You might be better off financially. Who knows? You might become a millionaire. COVID chased me up out of there, and I went and did my own damn thing. You don't want the vaccine? Is it that serious not to take the vaccine? For some people it is. Yeah, some people it is. Some people are probably going to quit and go here and do this and do that. I ain't taking that vaccine. The scary part is, today is Friday, September 10th. There are people watching this video, are people, friends and family members that we know who won't be alive in the next few weeks because they don't have that vaccine. That's what's scary. You motherfuckers can say whatever you want about that vaccine, but it is saving people's lives. It didn't kill people. It's folks still dying with the vaccine. Those numbers are really, really, really low. That y'all, I done did the math. You got millions of people who done took these vaccines. We don't have millions of people in the hospitals who have been vaccinated. The vast majority of people in these hospitals have been unvaccinated. They don't have the vaccine. But if that's, like I said, if you don't want to take that vaccine for whatever reasons, religious purpose, or whatever, fucking ignorance is what I'm concerned, you don't have to. Quit your job. Go sell mango smoothies out the back of your chocolate chips and mango smoothies. I have a friend who does fruit cups. He's from Jamaica. He's Jamaican or something like that. He chops up, he gets all these fresh fruits, he drops them out. That man makes a killing going around selling fruit cups to stores, salons. I just asked him, I said, how much you make off these fruit cups? I thought that's a pretty good chunk of money, consuming that he buys fruit in bulk, chops it up, and sells all this stuff. And he has a little network of people that he's a one-man operation. A lot of work involved to sell fruit cups. But hey, you go up there to let's say you go to Kroger, has chopped fruit up there. It's like $5, $6, $7. For Kroger and Publix, that chopped fruit is expensive. Well, his is much cheaper and get a better variety and fresher. In my thoughts, I'll tell him, bring that shit over here, I eat it. Bring it right here, put it in my refrigerator. Thank you. And so he sells a lot of it, so there are opportunities out there for self-employed people who got the hustle in them. This man got hustle. He's been doing this for a long time, and he loves it, and he just shit, the product is good. I ain't never had no issues with his fruit cups, and nobody I know, but anyway, those of you who don't want to take this vaccine, and you don't take this vaccine, you could lose your job. Maybe some people are going to run out on disability for a second. Maybe they're going to fall down the steps and get injured, and so they can lay up on the couch and watch TV for the next few months. But if you think that these companies, these private companies, where more than 100 employees are going to keep testing y'all week after week after week for COVID because you ain't got this vaccine, good luck with that one. They ain't got time for that shit. They don't have the manpower and time to be testing everybody every week for COVID because you ain't get that vaccine. And then y'all test positive, we got to send you home for the next 14 days and everybody around you. They're not going to do that. They're not stupid. It's going to cost the cost of sending people home. You motherfuckers about to get these vaccines. You about to get it, whether you like it or not. But like I say, you can quit, retire, whatever, do whatever you want to do. That's up to you. But I like what Biden. Biden's been in office. I don't have a problem with anything Biden did. Some people were concerned about what took place over in Afghanistan. He ended it. He ended it. It was over. What should have ended, Barack Obama made these times that he was going to end this stuff. He should have did that. Biden said, fuck this shit. Pull him out. It's over. It's done. Yeah, well, it's done. It's over with. Never should have been all these years any damn way. 20 years in Afghanistan just for the Taliban to run back in there and take control. What was this all about? Buying into that shit is over with. That's for the best. We have it in there, it don't fucking matter. It's done. It's over with. So, for those of you who have reservations about this vaccine, y'all gonna wait. I hope that nothing happens to you. I got some hard-headed friends and family members who don't want this vaccination. They ain't got it. I know too many people who have been hospitalized. I know too many people who have died from this. Too many people. I know people I thought were in perfect health, and I thought, wow, that person died. I was like, what? They said, he didn't get the vaccine. I said, no. But he was in good health. He worked out, muscular, big. They said, that nigga did. I said, what? And sometimes I go back in shock and say, well, why didn't he get the vaccination? Why didn't he get the vaccine? And then I go back and read their posts and read what they were posting. I said, they were just caught up in the matrix. Do what you want to do. It's your life. I got the vaccine. I'm about to get my flu shot next week. I was gonna wait till mid-September and get it. Maybe hold out to end of September next week. I get my flu shot every year. See, I don't have a problem with shots and medicines and pills, and I give me my stuff. I walk into the pharmacy and say, give me every goddamn thing. Oh, here we go, Mr. Ham. Big old bag of pills. Ooh, I got all my goodies going out there. Those of you that don't want shots and vaccinations and pills and medicine, I don't know how y'all surviving. I know how I'm living. I know if I don't take these blood pressure pills, what's going to happen over here. I saw it happen to my sister. I had a friend who didn't want to do chemo, chose a holistic route it was a friend of mine's sister. That was horrific, what she went through. She could have get chemo and been fine. She lived, but she died. Sometimes people make wrong decisions based out of, I think a lot of times I think when people start having health issues, the brain begins to malfunction too. And there's mental health issues there too, and they don't know how to make the right decisions. I think my sister in particular, when she was on dialysis, she started doing some crazy shit. She was on dialysis for over a decade. Not good. But anyway, it's a whole nother video. But those of you who are having a problem or don't understand why Biden is doing what he's doing, I love Biden. I think he's a great president. He's dealing with what he can under the circumstances. This vaccine came out in December. If the vast majority of Americans had got vaccinated between December and April, May, or he was trying to do it by July 1st, there was enough vaccinations for everybody, we may not be where we are right now. And we probably wouldn't have hospitals with 100,000 people in there and 1,500 people a day dying in these hospitals. You all them numbers might not mean shit to you all until your black ass up in that damn hospital, or white ass, or Hispanic ass, or Mexican ass, or whatever ass you got. The odds are against you, but you don't know it yet. But do what you want to do. I'm tired of this shit. Biden, they set down his foot, he laid down the law, and he's moving forward. Finally. Should have did this earlier this year. Biden been too nice to you motherfuckers. All federal employees got to get vaccinated. There is no testing option. And all this, I'm going to use my religious outlet and send them asses right home, honey. You then go home and pray about it and get the fuck out of this office and get your shit and get on out of here. I can't think of no reason why a religion would have a problem with you taking the vaccine to save your life and keep you from getting sick and people around you from getting sick. That's some bullshit right there. And they ain't about to play with y'all. So, anyway, I'm happy things are finally moving in the right direction. Let's see what happens over the next few weeks. Hopefully one day the coronavirus pandemic will be put behind us. But I think we're going to be in this a lot longer because I know they're going to file lawsuits, they're going to fight, there's going to be a lot of shit going on. These Republicans, and they ignorant ass. If you're a Republican, you are stupid as fucking hell. I cannot stand these ignorant ass Republicans. However, do what what you want to do. Today is Friday. It is September 10th. The year is 2021. I got shit I got to do. You all have a nice day. I'm getting out of here. All right, bye.